There's a particular kind of pain that doesn't just hurt, it changes you. It's the pain that comes when betrayal doesn't come from an enemy or a stranger or someone passing through your life, but from the people who were supposed to love you, the people who were supposed to protect you, stand by your side, and remind you that no matter what happens, you are not alone. When family, those you trust most, becomes a source of your deepest wound, it doesn't just break your heart, it fractures your sense of safety. It shakes the foundation of everything you thought love was supposed to mean. Before I dive deeper, I want to ask you something simple but important. Please take a moment to subscribe. I know it may sound like a small thing, but it truly helps me keep sharing these stories, these reflections, these truths that sometimes we're all too afraid to say out loud. Your support means that stories like this reach the people who need them most, the ones silently carrying pain no one sees. Now take a deep breath, because this isn't an easy story, but it's a necessary one. If you've ever been betrayed by your own blood, you know that pain doesn't stay contained in your mind. It seeps into your bones. It lodges itself deep inside your chest until even breathing feels heavy. It becomes a quiet companion that follows you through the years, whispering in moments you thought were safe. You start to notice it in strange places, in the empty chair during holidays where their absence screams louder than their voice ever did, in the songs you used to love that now taste bitter, in the small gestures that once brought comfort and now feel foreign. And yet, when you try to explain it, when you try to give this pain a name, the world dismisses it. That's just how family is. You should forgive. Blood is thicker than water. But the truth is, this pain is real. It's not an overreaction. It's not weakness. It's not you being too sensitive. It's the pain of being wounded by those who were supposed to be your first home. And that kind of pain doesn't just fade away because time passes. It lingers, it festers. It shapes how you see yourself, how you see others, how you trust, how you love. To acknowledge this pain is to reclaim your right to heal. To say, what happened to me matters, is an act of defiance against everything society taught you about silence. Because family is supposed to be where we learn love, not where love goes to die. It's supposed to be the one place where we're safe, where we're accepted, where our hearts can rest. So when that space becomes unsafe, when those people betray your trust, it does more than hurt. It rewires you. You start asking questions that have no easy answers. Is love real? Can trust survive this? Will I ever feel at home again? And time doesn't erase those questions. It just teaches you how to hide them better. We start to wear masks. We tell ourselves, it's fine. I've moved on. But deep inside, there's a version of you still sitting in that room where everything fell apart. Still waiting for an apology that never came. Still trying to understand how someone could hurt you so deeply and call it love. And so often when we express that pain, we are told to minimize it, as if love can excuse cruelty, as if family gives someone permission to break you. But this pain has gravity. It is not something you can just brush off or bury. Ignoring it doesn't heal it. Silencing it doesn't erase it. It only drives it deeper into your hesitation to trust, your fear of being abandoned, your tendency to overgive in relationships just to feel safe again. This hurt me. Those three words are the foundation of healing. They are not weakness, they are strength. Because when you are betrayed by family, you are not just betrayed by a person. You are betrayed by an idea, the belief that unconditional love exists no matter what. And that betrayal forces you to rebuild everything from the ground up. At first you look inward. You replay every memory, every conversation, searching for the moment it all went wrong. You start to whisper the most dangerous lie of all. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe if I had been quieter. Maybe if I had forgiven faster. Maybe if I had loved harder. We do this because self-blame gives us a false sense of control. If it was our fault, maybe we could have prevented it. Maybe we could have fixed it. But here's the truth. Their betrayal was never about you. It was about them, their wounds, their fears, their inability to show love in a healthy way. You could have done everything right, and it still wouldn't have changed who they chose to be. Their actions were a reflection of their brokenness, not your worth. And yet the guilt remains. It whispers, try one more time. Maybe this time they'll change. But family should never be a place where you have to earn love by shrinking yourself. Real love doesn't punish. Real love doesn't twist itself into manipulation. Real love does not betray. If someone in your family failed to protect you, failed to respect you, failed to love you, that does not mean you were unworthy. It means they were incapable. Still, we long to fix it. We dream of the moment they'll finally understand, apologize, and make it right. But healing cannot happen in the same space where the pain was born. You cannot plant flowers in soil still poisoned by denial and resentment. Love does not require suffering. Healing does not require proximity. You don't have to stand in the fire hoping it will burn softer tomorrow. Walking away isn't betrayal, it's survival. It's the decision to choose your peace over their chaos. And yes, stepping away hurts, because even in pain, there's familiarity. We confuse the known with the safe, the past with comfort. But the truth is, you have already been alone, even when they were right there. You were alone in your pain, alone in your silence, alone in your longing for understanding that never came. The real loneliness isn't in leaving, it's in staying where your pain is invisible. Forgiveness, oh, how misunderstood it is. People think it means letting them back in, pretending nothing happened, sharing the same table again. But forgiveness is not about them. It's about you. It's about freeing your heart from the loop of resentment. It's saying, you don't get to live in my head anymore. Forgiveness does not erase accountability. It doesn't demand reconciliation. It doesn't require you to open the door to those who have proven they'll only wound you again. You can forgive someone completely and still say, you no longer have access to me. That isn't cruelty. That's self-respect. And yet society pressures us to confuse forgiveness with reconciliation, to believe that peace means pretending. But peace isn't pretending. Peace is protection. Reconciliation requires effort from both sides. It requires accountability, growth, honesty. You can't rebuild a bridge alone, and if they refuse to meet you halfway, you are not obligated to stand there waiting. Sometimes the most powerful act of love is walking away, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally started caring for yourself. Family isn't always the people you're born to. Sometimes it's the people who choose you, the friend who listens without judgment, the mentor who believes in you, the community that holds you when your own bloodline lets you fall. Blood may connect you, but love, real love, is what makes a family. And choosing peace over pain is not disloyalty, it's freedom. You are not losing family when you walk away. You are creating space for the right people, those who see you, value you, respect you, the ones who don't need you to suffer to prove your worth. Because belonging isn't built on obligation. It's built on love that doesn't ask you to shrink. When betrayal comes from those you trusted most, it feels like the end of your story. Like the chapter you thought would hold safety and love has been torn apart, leaving only emptiness. You start to wonder if this is all there is: pain, disappointment, loneliness. But listen to me, your story is not over. This is just a page, and pages turn. Pain has a way of convincing us that we are frozen in time, forever defined by the moment we were hurt. But you are not what happened to you. Your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't own you. You get to choose what comes next. You get to write the next chapter, one built not from betrayal, but from resilience. Not from shame, but from strength. Yes, the wound is real. The loss is real. But so is your power to rebuild. Healing isn't forgetting. It's learning to hold your story with tenderness instead of bitterness. It's realizing that what happened to you doesn't get to decide who you become. Your past doesn't own your future unless you let it. And I know some days it feels impossible. Some days it feels like the pain is too heavy to ever set down. But even then, there is more waiting for you. More joy, more love, more peace. You are not broken beyond repair. You are unfinished, still becoming, still rising, still learning what it means to love yourself enough to walk away from what destroys you. If you've stayed with me this far, thank you. And before you go, I'll ask once more, gently, please subscribe. Not just for me, but to help these words find others who need to hear that healing is possible, that they are not alone. because you are not done. You are not beyond saving. You are not what they did to you. You are what you choose to become next. And your story, the one that begins after the heartbreak, is just getting started.